There was a time in my life when I woke early, poured my coffee into my cream and sugar, more sugar than coffee, and sipped away on my concoction before doing anything else for the day. But after a commitment to do whatever God would tell me to do one day, I poured out my favorite drink and my routine and never drank coffee again. Pour it out. That was it. There was nothing else ever said by God that day that started like all others, but ended with me not drinking coffee. No reason was provided. It was just a simple command with no warning or, to be transparent, explanation that could satisfy my curiosity of the order. Through the years, as people have learned the story, after asking me why I don't drink coffee, I have explained the sermon that I heard that drew me to make such a bold decision. Whatever you ask me, Father, I will do it. Who knew it would start with pouring out something that I enjoyed every morning? Fast forward and a little bit of background. Through the years, when my husband would still make his coffee in the morning and the smell would waft past my nose, I would take his cup in my hands, raise it up to my nose, and take in a moment of the sweet aroma I once enjoyed. Then I'd hand it back to him and think nothing of it. 2019, of course, brought the world COVID, and in 2021, I did experience the main indicator of COVID positive, the loss of smell. For a little over a month, I smelled nothing. My olfactory sense began to strengthen as the months continued. However, one thing no longer smelled right. In fact, not only did it not smell right, it repulsed me. Coffee. Now, for all the Pharisees, no, I do not think that God was punishing me for having enjoyed the smell of my husband's coffee all those years. However, I do think that there's a spiritual lesson here. I believe sometimes we go looking for substitutes in life when God forbids something for our good. Again, Pharisees, I'm not saying coffee is bad for anyone. He just told me to do something, and I did. How many sinners give their life to God, start studying God's Word, and discover there are things that they should shun? And how many times do we remove those things only to find something acceptable to do or enjoy in their place, instead of allowing the void to be filled with more of God? The world is full of counterfeits the enemy wants us enraptured by in order to keep us from spending more time getting to know the Father, worshiping Him, or exalting Him. What would our walk with the Lord look like if every time we put something down He asked us to, we exalted Him into that place? My nose is finally not turned off by the smell of freshly brewed coffee, but I will use the memory of the stench as a reminder to elevate God in how I spend my time, on what I focus my energy, and how my priorities are positioned in this life.